Hello everyone and welcome to Spring into Sandown online craft show, brought to you by From Picture to Page and Beyond Papercraft shows. I'm your host Wendy Stewart and I'm more than delighted to be with you today to host this session. So I hope you've been enjoying the show so far. There's plenty more to come and we really thank you for being here and supporting us and supporting all our amazing local retail stores and our guest artists. So Spring into Sandown on Live is beaming to you from our studios in Mount Waverley in Melbourne. We're coming right into your craft rooms, your living rooms, wherever you may be watching from today, and we're really delighted to have you here. If you want any details of the past sessions that we've had this weekend or the upcoming sessions, please go to our website, which is FromPictureToPageAndBeyond.com.au. There you'll get all the information you need. Don't forget to sign up for our email newsletter so that you are the first to know about everything that's coming up with Picture to Page and beyond. So please make sure you take a moment to sign up. Now, if you're watching live on Facebook with us right now, or a replay on Facebook, or on our YouTube channel, please stop by, say hello, give us a like, give us a love, send us some hearts, just like Florina and Lisa and Jeanette and Di and Carol and Luscious Labels. They're all there supporting us. So I am so excited for this session to spring into Sandown with Little Bits. Yay! Specifically, Natalie from Little Bits. Now, Natalie and I are known to be, we have quite a joy of life and we could get into a bit of mischief together. So I'm absolutely delighted to host Natalie and we're going to behave, sort of. So let's bring Natalie on screen. Hi, Nat. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm really good, thank you. I'm very excited to have you join us for this session representing Little Bits to show us all the goodies you have.
I'm a little bit disappointed that we have to actually behave. Otherwise, I'm very, very excited.
We're not really going to behave. Michelle's not watching. Shh. Shh. And Leslie's not watching either.
No, the boss is not watching.
No. So, Nat, we all know, Little Bits is an amazing, amazing store, but there might be people watching who don't know about Little Bits. So could you just briefly tell them about it and maybe where they are and how they can, how we can enable their purchase of amazing goodies from Little Bits, please?
So Little Bits is in Keysborough South.
Yep.
And it has... I was trying to think of how long we've been going because COVID, you lose track of the...
I think we've all lost years, Natalie. We've lost years, Nat.
We celebrated, I think we're up to 22 years. Yeah. Hopefully I've got that right.
I think you do.
And we just a little bit of a little shop, but we pack an awful lot in there. And so, of course, we have our classes that we run and we have... lots of fun. And it's like a little family, another little family sort of thing.
And I've been privileged to be part of that family for a long time. And I always describe it as the little shop with the biggest heart. That's how I describe it to anyone who ever asks. Many, many years ago, I started my stamping journey with Leslie and classes at Little Bits in your old store. And it's been, one of my happy places when we're allowed to go visit, which in Melbourne is going to be very soon again. So which is awesome. So, Nat, what have you got for us today, please, before we swap the camera over?
We are going to be using the transfer gel, the Duo transfer gel,
yes,
with some stencils and some heat set foils. And I've got quite a few samples to show you. We're going to do 2 cards.
Okay.
And then we have a lot of samples to go through, so varying different levels of skills.
Sure. So now I'm going to give you a moment to just swap your screen over and I'll come back and get you started. So I hope you're looking forward to this. I know there's going to be some incredible art that's going to be shared with us and Nat's just going to swap her screen over. Nat, you're going to swap your camera over so we can see your projects, please. So yes, please make sure you've got a pen and a paper handy. You might want to take some notes. Now, just so you know that Little Bits is at Unit 8, 29 to 39, Kirkham Road West, Keysborough in Melbourne. I know the ladies are in the store, Leslie's in the store and Mary Ellen's in the store right now, ready to help you with anything you might need. Their phone number is 97984122. We will repeat that for you at the end of the session. That I think Natalie's ready, so I'm going to hand over the screen to her. Take it away, Nat.
So this is the Deco Foil Transfer Gel Duo. So this can be either used with heat or without heat.
Okay.
So there's there's another one, but the benefit of this one is it doesn't matter what you're going to do and how you're going to use it. It's going to work
Yes.
either way.
Okay.
We've got some, this is $16.50.
Yes.
We've got some Pixie Spray, which is a low-tack repositional adhesive.
Okay.
So it's really, really great for those stencils that are super, super
Right.
thin and narrow, and, you know, when you
Yes.
use your brush, it moves. So this is really, really great. Of course,
That's
we've
not
got
something I've seen before, Natalie. Sorry, that spray. I've never seen that before. So good to know.
Oh, it's just great, and it's not like a one use and then have to respray it. I've used stencils and then just wash them off, because obviously with things like this, you need to make sure that you wash it pretty quickly.
Okay.
Like, you
Good to know.
use it and don't come back to it like an hour later, because this is going to be hard. It's the same as your embossing paste and texture paste and things like that. So I've got a little tub of water down on the floor next to me.
Okay.
So
Great.
they're really great. A make art station, which of course has the magnets, has the flexible ruler.
Wonderful.
That's all magnetic. So
yes.
That's awesome. These are the foils that we're going to use.
Oh, wow.
So this, you can buy it as either separately.
Right.
Which I think is $4.80. They have gone up recently, sort of thing.
Sure.
Or you get the box with all these. A bit more of a outlay, but you've got so much, and you use like little bits at a time, sort of thing.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And there's like 16 foil packs in there.
That's
okay. So the first card that we're going to do today is this.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Okay.
Oh,
so
wow.
The stars are what we're going to do on here.
All right. Yes.
Do on here, but the stencil that I'm going to use, this is an older one. So the stencil that I'm going to actually use is a paper rose, and it's called Stars and Spots stencil.
So that's Stars and Spots, everybody. Paper rose, Stars and Spots.
Yep.
Thank you.
So what we've got is and you do need to allow for a little bit of drying time with this.
Okay. That's a good note for all of us who are quite impatient and want to work on everything immediately.
Yeah, I played around with it to see whether I could speed it up with a heat.
Yes.
It does bubble up a little bit.
Okay.
So it's not advisable. So this is the one I've got. So it's just a thick white paste.
Paste, yes.
And it's actually not really thick, but.
And I'm assuming you're not putting a lot on that. You're just putting it like a really thin layer over the stencil?
Yes.
Okay, great.
So I'm going to put more on to start off with.
Yes.
And then what I'll do is we'll scrape that all up.
Sure.
And the good thing about the Make Art Station is you can obviously rotate it around.
Yeah. I absolutely love mine. I don't actually know what I did without it. I was very lucky. A friend didn't want hers anymore and gave me hers. So I've been enjoying it ever since.
Lucky you.
I know, I'm a very spoilt girl.
So we're just going to scrape that little bit off. And this is sometimes the hardest bit of trying, especially when you've got long fingernails, trying to get the little stencil up.
Yes.
And of course the pressure of everything. See?
Oh,
there we go.
At that. That is gorgeous. Yep, there's a bit of love for that stencil. Di says she loves that stencil.
This stencil is lovely. I'm just trying to pick it up. So
beautiful.
I did the magic of TV.
Magic of TV. Here's one I prepared earlier.
That's one I prepared earlier.
Beautiful.
Okay, so I did this, and then I know there's going to be questions about drying time, but I left mine overnight, but this was within about an hour and a half. It was almost all opaque. Obviously, the thicker the stencil, the longer it's going to take.
Definitely.
The thicker the gel, the longer it's going to take. Okay. So we'll put him somewhere to dry.
Wonderful. Yeah. And I think with this, it's better to be patient and really let it dry so as not to wreck your project. So
yeah, and you can see the obvious difference between it's very white on the other one and
yes.
this one's very, very clear.
Yes.
So we've got our foil, our loveliness.
Yes.
We're just going to put a piece of that over there. Get my scissors that I didn't get out. Now, I'm probably using a little bit too much, but it's going to be all good.
No, fair enough. Fair enough.
What I'm going to do now, pick it up carefully. Now, I've got the Go Cut and Emboss machine.
Yes.
Sorry, the cracks and bumps. Now, this machine is quite well loved, being at the shop. So I'm actually going to use the metal shim with it as well.
All right, just to get a better result. I'm assuming.
Yeah, get a little bit of extra thickness.
Yes.
So we run that through.
Yeah.
Narrow spot to do this on.
There you go. Nat, so the machine was off camera then. So if you can just bring it back just for a second so people can have a look at it. You don't need to run it through, but if you could just show everyone the machine. I know. Yep. Thank you. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks.
So this is sort of the part that is it's my favorite part. Okay, this is my favorite part. I'm just getting rid of my tapes a bit. Is doing the reveal.
Wonderful.
The big reveal.
Absolutely. Oh wow.
So can we see that? So we haven't
sure
got.
can.
There's a couple of little tiny spots because you get a lot of texture with the paste.
Yes. Yes.
But that's pretty.
Oh, that's just
so
fabulous.
Awesome. Okay. So we're not going to, I didn't worry about this because we're going to have a little die cut obviously in front of it. So
Debbie, we're all good here. So maybe just refresh your screen and it should fix it.
So we just get some foil, some nerves are kicking in.
No, you're good. You're doing great, Nat. And Lynn's asking, could you use a brayer when you're putting that on if you didn't have a machine like that, please?
I actually did this with just rubbing it.
Oh, just with your hand?
When I did
okay.
Yeah. So I would think so.
Yep,
yeah.
Lynn, so we think so. Just maybe give it a try, have a little practice before you do it on an actual project. Debbie, I'm very happy that we're back on with you, lovely. Thank you so much.
So this die is I better put some on his body, is the farmer and the boy from Paper Rose.
Wonderful.
So Leslie has all the codes and everything obviously at home, at the shop I should say.
Yes. And if people just rang and said, what they saw on the demo with Nat, they would know exactly what you used. So that's awesome.
Yeah, I sent an email with all the stuff that I'm using today and all the different.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Okay, so we're going to place him down.
Yeah. I think there's so much versatility in this. This could be, a male birthday card, a Father's Day card, or even, a Christmas card from Australia to overseas somewhere. It would just be wonderful.
Definitely. We're just going to trim off that edge. I'm going to leave his arm because I don't want to trim his arm off.
No, probably not.
So all we have to do is got a little bit of, well, not a little bit, a lot of cording here. The boss gave me a lot of cording, which is great. We're going to wrap it around 3 times.
Awesome. Now, there's a couple of questions, please. Could you tell us the name of the paste you used again at the start of the demo, please?
It is the Deco Foil Transfer Gel Duo. You want the Duo. The Duo is the one that doesn't have that doesn't matter what you use on it, sort of thing, you know?
Yep. Thank you. And Michelle's asking, what did you cut the figures from? Is that a metallic piece of card or is it just shiny card that you used with the stencil?
It's just some foil card.
Foil card. Michelle, foil
Yeah.
card.
So we'll just position that, get our card base. We're going to glue that down. And that is card number 1.
Wonderful. And do you have a preference to glue or tape when you're gluing something like this, please, Nat? Glue for you?
I am a glue girl.
Yes, absolutely.
I love my glue because I'm a little bit of a perfectionist.
Fair enough.
And you have wiggle time.
Yeah, there you go. And
I just find...
Beg your pardon. Is that a specific kind of glue, please?
This is just a glue that we have in the shop.
Yes.
The containers are a little bit different and they're
Okay.
refillable. So when you buy one straight out already filled,
Yes.
I have a funny feeling the prices have changed, but it's something like $4.50.
Oh, okay.
And then what you can do when you run out, you refill it for $2.50.
That's fantastic,
so pretty,
isn't it? Yeah, that's so cost effective.
So easy. So there's our number 1. So that's what I like. I'll be able to move it around and push it around if it's not quite right.
Absolutely. So, and Michelle's saying, should we have a poll? Glue versus double-sided tape. Well, for me, it's kind of 50-50 depending on the project I'm working on. So I don't know. What about you, Nat?
Well, 99% of the time I am using glue.
Okay.
I will totally and utterly say that because I like that wiggle room.
Okay.
So, and also if you make albums and everything else,
yes,
here in Australia, tape doesn't cut it. It doesn't hold, doesn't put up to the pressure. I don't know whether it's humidity, all that sort of stuff. Yeah. Little card number 2.
Oh,
can we call it a card? If we can. It's like it's a little box.
Yeah. Now, would you be able to bring that a little closer toward you just for a moment? Thank you. Yep, wonderful. Oh, that is just stunning.
Just so pretty. I mean, you can easily transfer. Great for obviously a wedding card for the congratulations.
Yes.
It's great.
Just bring it a little more towards you, Nat. Just down a bit. Yep, not towards the camera, just down. Yep, great. Thank you so much. Absolutely stunning. There's a lot of love for that, for that card and the previous one in the comments.
It's just so pretty. All right. So what we're going to do here, this time we've got a piece of acetate, which obviously you're not going to see.
No, but we know it's there.
But it's here. Trust me. Trust me. We have this stencil, which is the Scandi Circle by Paper Rose.
Yep. So that's the Scandi Circle, everybody who's writing shopping lists.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I mean, all the Paper Rose stencils are pretty good at about $9.95.
Yes.
So what I'm going to do is try and figure out where my acetate finishes.
Okay.
I'm not worried about cutting some of that off.
All right. Okay.
Obviously, we are going to have. We're just sort of mostly using the top half either way.
Perfect.
So put our magnets down. And I don't have Pixie Spray on this, although I have some of the samples I did use Pixie Spray. That's why I thought I'd show it to you because you know, this one's pretty because you've got a lot of solid bits, so it doesn't move around as much as some of the flimsier.
Yeah.
The ones that aren't connected to each other.
Yeah.
Same thing. We're just going to put a good, decent amount all over. And then we can scrape a little bit off.
Definitely. Nat, just going back to the magnet mat that you're using, would you have a price of that by any chance, or could you remember the price? Otherwise, I'm sure the ladies could ring the store and ask.
It's $42.
42. There you go, everybody.
This is the bigger one. There is a smaller one.
Okay.
I just don't. There is a smaller one, but for me personally, go large or go home. You know,
I understand that. Yep, definitely.
I just sort of like the freedom of not having to worry
and not being
about
restricted by the smaller size, I'm assuming that. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So this is the nice bit. So this is always, I mean, I've got a little bit of a handle here, so that's makes this one.
There you go. Yeah, that's a bit easier for this one. Oh, look at that. That just looks stunning just like that.
I know.
Oh, that is gorgeous.
That's awesome. Now let me throw my stuff into the water. I mean, you're not going to dry out your paste that quickly, but I just want to make sure because I'll get to talking and chatting and then I won't.
For sure. Absolutely.
So acetate obviously is a little bit harder to see when it's dry, but you've still got, I don't know if you can see that, but you can
barely. Yeah.
Have like, it's a cloudy look to it.
Got it. Yes.
Right? Compared to, as I said, I did this yesterday. I've kept a little handle. I've cut out like all around it.
Got it. Yes.
To save time.
Wonderful.
But I've kept to myself a little handle.
Well, everyone's saying beautiful. Thank you, Helen. And hi, Jenny. Thank you for joining us. You're not late at all. There's still plenty of awesomeness to be seen.
So much awesomeness to be seen. Okay, so I'm just going to do it mostly at the top because the bottom is going to be hidden. Honestly, I don't even need that much, but we'll just do it at the bottom.
Yeah, understand, yes.
At the top. And so I'll try and bring this in again.
Hi, Margaret. Thank you for joining us.
Let's get rid of that.
Okay. And can you remind everyone what that machine is you're using, please, for those who may have joined us a bit late?
Go, cut, and emboss.
Go,
it would probably
cut,
help with that.
and emboss.
Yes. This is the Couture Creations because we've got the Couture Creations foils as well.
Awesome.
And it's, Leslie would be able to remind me, but I'm pretty sure they're a Queensland bunch. So,
okay.
You know, we need to keep Aussie made.
Absolutely.
I may be completely wrong, but she'll put that in the description box below. Yes. Not the description, that's the YouTube. The in the comments.
Got you, yes. And Helen says it's a great machine. So thank you, Helen.
Oh, yes. So there's a little bit of clunking and banging. Okay, get rid of that.
Thank you, Leanne. Leanne says, yes, they're a Queensland company, so that's awesome to know.
Which is just great because we want to support Australia.
Now for the reveal.
Okay, we need to, what I'm going to do, give it a little bit of extra rub because this one has not gone quite as much. You know, you do it so many times and then...
No, it's all good. You're just making sure that you've got all the foiling everywhere that you want it.
Yep.
And there you go, ladies. Leslie has answered the question whether there was going to be a class, and there will be. So, and yes, it will be a lot of fun. I think the reveals are just the best bit.
This is what I mean. Like, you can foil this just by giving it a good, decent rub.
Sure. And I think because that's such a beautifully intricate pattern on that stencil, you might just need to give it a little bit of extra love to get all your foiling exactly where you want it.
You need to double check with your machine because also with your plates, because obviously the Big Shot might be a little bit different compared to and how old your machine is too.
Yeah. And just maybe do a little bit of a test run before you make a final project is what I always say. So
that's it.
Yeah.
So he's all done. And then you've got these leftover loveliness, which if you had a sheet of double-sided sticky,
yes,
like a big one on a piece of cardstock, you could play around that. You can even like do your if you had double-sided sticky on a piece of cardstock, you
Yes.
could just sort of do it the old-fashioned way that we scrunching around.
Yes. Natalie Ann's asking,
So,
have you ever run it through a laminator by any chance?
I'm trying to think. I played with this with a friend of mine once, and I think I haven't run this through a laminator.
Well, we might just have to try one day, hey?
I don't think so. Yeah. So this is our, let me just get all my little pieces out. So this is our back. So I'll just give you the measurements. So we've got, this is 21 centimeters by 4 centimeters, 21 by 4.
Okay.
This is scored at 3.5 centimeters from either side. Okay.
Got it.
Now, I've got one more piece I'm trying to find. This one is our other one, which is 21 centimeters by 3 centimeters.
Okay.
Can we see that? Yep. 21 by 3 centimeters. The same thing, 3.5 centimeters, 3.5 centimeters. Okay.
Got it. Yep.
Our next pieces that we've got, I've got my finger on the measurements. We've got 16 centimeters. Both of these are 16 centimeters.
Yes.
By pretty much 2.3
Yep.
centimeters
Yes.
high and 3.5 centimeters. Okay, so 2.3 by 16, 3.5 by 16. Again, scored at 1 centimeter either end.
Okay.
This is so simple. Okay, so we've got our back panel here. What we're going to do
it look so
is
easy, Nat. You make it look so easy.
You'll be surprised, my friend. Okay, so we're going to put a little bit of glue on this one side panel.
The 1 centimeter fold. Yep.
Yeah, 1 centimeter fold. Yep. What I'm going to do is line it up with the bottom.
Okay.
Line it up with the score line. Don't go over.
And voila.
Just got to give it a little. Oh, there we go. Done. One
side done.
Okay.
Yes.
Open it up. Press it down. Hang on. She moved a little bit. That's the only problem with sometimes with glue, sometimes when you don't want it to move. So what we've got here is pretty much the same thing. It's up against the score line.
Got it.
This one is open. All right. Put a little bit of glue. All you have to do is close it up.
Awesome.
Let it set for a minute or a second. I do end up getting a bit of glue everywhere sometimes.
Of course. There you go.
And he's not. Okay, so we'll put that on there for the next thing.
I love it. Well done, Nat.
So this is 2.5 centimeter wide. This one is pretty much going to go up against the edge of that front platform.
Got it. Yeah.
So this one was up against the fold line.
Fold line, yes.
This one's up against.
On the edge, yes.
Yeah, on the edge. Okay. So we're going to do that. So a little bit. Don't do what I do. Put too much on. Do the same thing. We're going to push it flat. Put it up to along the bottom. No, I can't do that because it's going to, this time, we can't do that. We do it at the other end. Nerves.
No, you're good. You're going great. Going to look amazing.
Thank you. So, see, we've got it pretty much up against
the edge there. Yes. Yes.
All right. Okay, this one is going to be the same thing. So a little bit of glue. And it butts up against the other one. and there is our
Yeah,
platform,
absolutely. There you
so to
go.
speak, without our front panel. Okay, so what you do, you can just fold it flat.
Absolutely.
So that's what I mean, like it's going to fold flat, so if you're posting it sort of thing, not a problem.
Yeah.
What we have to do now is we're going to put that around the front, around the front.
Yeah. You're going great,
So a
Nat.
little
We've
bit.
got about 10 minutes to go, but you're going great. So don't stress.
Oh, I want to show you so many other bits and pieces.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
We'll get there.
Margaret, I don't believe Little Bits have an online shopping, but they do have a website. But you can always call through to the store or email them, and they are more than happy to help you. And we'll repeat the phone number towards the end of our session.
Yep.
And Kirsten, I don't know if they're opening up next weekend. I'm not sure if retail is allowed to open just yet in Melbourne, but maybe just best to ring the store. Or maybe, Leslie, if you're listening, if you could just pop into the comments if you know what you might be doing next weekend. Thank you so much.
A handy thing to have is also a creative detailer, which is also Couture Creations. So if you had a little bit of extra foiling,
yes,
press the button.
Oh, cool.
There is no extra foiling on this. So, and it gets it off, and it's purely just a little mechanical little tool. So we've got this fast and tacky glue.
That's the fast and tacky glue.
Fast and tacky glue. I didn't prepare it. There we go.
Margaret, you're more than welcome. I'm happy to help answer any questions that we can. You are going to get glue all over yourself, Nat.
Yeah. Isn't that half the time when you know you had fun time?
Absolutely.
The great thing about this glue, because there's some people that know, it's just not, I want to show you other things. So what we're going to do is this is not totally glued down.
We understand. Yep, absolutely.
We're going to stick that on down. Okay. And the good thing about the glue, that's what I was saying, is simply the fact that you can rub it off. Some glues don't work with mirror cut.
Absolutely.
So this glue, you can't use it. But this one it buffs off. It's so good. So we're just going to stick that down there.
That just looks so gorgeous, Nat.
And you can go as low as high and obviously as you want. Then we've got some Papercrafts roses and some pretty butterflies.
Oh, that is so cute. You know, butterflies are my everything, really.
Well, some people are really surprised with me because I'm going to let you in, because it's you and I just talking.
Yes, of course it is. There's no one else watching or listening. Such a dag, Nat.
I am petrified of moss.
Hey, I've got quite a few friends who are in the same category as you, so I don't laugh at that at all.
Oh, you should see me when I go to camp and a moth gets into the...
Oh, no.
So with the little bits of butterflies,
yes,
we're going to have a little bit of acetate.
Okay, yeah.
And we're going to trim off little stems of it. I had something here.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
So it's going to give... I want to show you the other one, so I'm not going to finish this one off.
Okay.
But
no problem. But you could just hold that, Nat, could you just hold that a little closer to the camera and down a bit, please? And to your left. Just, yeah, there you go. Perfect. Thank you so much. Just so everyone can have a good look at that incredible card. That is beautiful.
So you can see the base is really simple.
Yes. And then you've just attached, you've just attached the flowers into the inner holding sort of thing. So
yeah, we've got one on the front panel, one in the middle, and one connected to the back.
That's
really a big butterfly and a little butterfly are both sort of stuck to this front platform.
Absolutely beautiful.
And then one is stuck to the back.
That is just divine. Okay. Absolutely divine. Lot of love for your cards.
It's very, very, honestly, this construction is very, very simple.
Yeah, for sure,
Okay.
for sure.
So we've got the congratulations die from Paper
And
Rose.
that's Paper Rose as well? Yep, fabulous.
Yeah, the fine script layered metal die. So it's got
Oh,
the shadow as well as the fine detailed congratulations.
it is
Okay.
absolutely beautiful.
So what I really like, apart from those, the other thing I was really excited to show you is some samples. Now I've got
Oh,
a lot
yes,
of bits and pieces
please.
here. This is all the cards and the products. So the
Beautiful.
first one we've got, which is going to be like a craft lunch happening here.
It's all good. Get your pens and pencils and pieces of paper ready, ladies, to write down anything that catches your eye.
So this is a Woodware craft collection stamp, and it's a solid stamp. So what I've done is I've put, my fingers won't work, is I've put some of the duo gel
Yes.
into the bottle.
Okay.
Now, the thing you need to know about if you are someone that has problems with your hands, this is hard to get out. It's doable,
Yes.
but it's hard to get out, just so
Something
you're
to be
aware
aware
of it.
of. Yes,
But
absolutely.
yeah. All I've done is the same thing. I've drawn little lines all over the stamp of wherever I want to do it. And I've got another sample doing the same thing.
Okay.
The stamp Christmas is Christmas Winters Wishes
Yeah.
is a summer Santa from Paper Rose,
Okay.
which I just love because we're Australian. So I've
That's
used the Christmas
beautiful.
Wishes there. I've got other samples with him in a minute. So that's card number one, and that's just on, again, mirror card base.
A mirror card. Yep. Okay, great. Oh, look at that.
The Scandi circle,
yes.
again. So that's just on a pink, and I think that might be the triangular prism pink foil.
Okay, yes.
This is a Paper Rose a sentiment strip.
Yeah.
Not Paper Rose.
No, that's Darkroom Door.
That's Darkroom Door.
There you go. That's beautiful. I love that stamp so much.
We don't cut ours apart. We cut them apart after we've stamped them.
Absolutely. Yep, absolutely. Oh, look.
For those that like our lovely brighter colours.
Wow.
We've got, this is, I had to ask the boss because I don't have the thing, but it was a holly stencil by Paper Rose.
Lovely.
And it is, again, it's got Merry Christmas by Paper Rose, which has the shadow as well as the...
Oh, the positive and the negative. Yep, beautiful.
That's what I'm talking about.
Beautiful.
Okay. So that's just got some Christmas red stickles over the top.
So stunning, Nat. Absolutely stunning.
Pretty simple. This one, non-Christmas.
Non-Christmas,
birthday
yes,
card.
yes.
Non-Christmas. Foil. This is the stencil that I was telling you about that.
Oh, wow.
Like, it's literally stuck there right now.
Wow.
Because you've got all these fine little bits.
Oh, how gorgeous.
You have to be careful with pulling it off.
And just be very gentle with that, yes.
Yeah. But this, I don't think I would ever use this without Pixie Spray. Would not use it whatsoever.
Good to know, yeah.
Spray. That's got the bronze
Nat,
foil.
that is just beautiful.
Some little, that might be really hard to see, but I've just added a little bit of dimension in there, extra dimension with some little clear cabochons.
Wonderful.
And that's the Happy Birthday chunky script.
Love it.
Rose. As I said, the boss has got all of these, so she's got all these information. Yep. Back to Christmas. Green foil. This, if you don't have this pack, I don't know why you haven't, because it is awesome. Paper Rose Christmas. Say that fast so many times. A5 packet, 2 each of each design.
Gorgeous.
So you've got the black on with white and white with black writing.
Yeah.
These are also really great to foil in a laminator too.
Okay, good to know.
Foilable. So you'll see this featured in a lot of the different ones that I've done today.
Okay.
But you just cut them up and off you go. So that was a Christmas
Makes
hugs
it so
with
much
a little
easier to create.
Yeah. So very, very simple, and that's with the Merry and Bright
Beautiful.
paper rose. Again, with another Merry and Bright
Beautiful.
with a gold on the red.
Wow.
With a little bit of stardust stickles in between.
Gorgeous. Thank you, Leslie,
So-
for answering that question for M. I appreciate that. Oh, look at
This is Uniquely Creative with the gold linear rays
yes.
paper pack. That's out of that. So very, very simple.
Yeah,
Another very, very simple.
And if if you don't have a lot of time, they're very quick to do,
Very, very quick. With this one is the dot fade stencil,
Yes.
Uniquely. Red Christmas. Which one is it? It's that one down there. Can we see that?
Beautiful. Yep. If you hold that up a little closer. Yep. Perfect.
That one.
Thank you. Yep. Fabulous.
Okay, so there's lots of little bits and pieces in there. The next one I've got for you, this is starting to get a little bit into the more complicated.
Okay.
Buffalo Plaid Stencil by Altenew. I've used a little bit of Salty Ocean on it.
Gorgeous.
Some clear sequins. Something stuck on it. Another one out of that set.
Yeah. Beautiful. Now.
Simple, and you can probably get a couple of cards out of that.
Yeah.
Easily when you did it. This is another paper rose.
Beautiful.
This is Snowflakes with Uniquely Creative's snowy sequins
Oh, okay.
mix.
Cute. Gorgeous. Really gorgeous.
Really, really cute.
Yeah.
Another one along the same lines with a little bit of vellum, and just out of that pack yet again.
Divine.
But it's just beautiful. Yeah. Another birthday. I really want to get it up to the ones I want to really, really show you.
Because we've kind of run out of time, Nat, so we're going to have to be really quick, please, if you don't mind.
Scattered candles, silver, easy.
Sorry to rush you. Don't mean to, but we've got people waiting for us, as you know, so thank you.
If you've got paper that's a little bit you're not sure about,
okay.
it up with foil. So you've got the beach towel stripes.
Oh, right, okay.
Again, with...
Now, are those gnomes a stamp or stickers, or what are they, please? Oh, paper. There you go. I didn't see the other side for a second. Sorry.
They're paper.
Wonderful.
So that's with the beach towel.
I love
I've got
that.
2 more.
Oh,
same
look.
paper.
Could you hold that card just closer to you, please, Nat? Yep, thank you. Wonderful.
So it's the same paper.
That is incredible.
Reindeer stencils with classy stripes.
Yep. Will all these samples be in the store to check out once the stores are open and people can come in and have a look?
Absolutely.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
Paper
I just love that.
Wonky Merry Christmas, I should say.
I love it.
I've just cut out, I've used one of the Merry Christmas, so obviously you're going to get cards out of that.
Absolutely, definitely.
Summer Santa stamp by Paper Rose.
Gorgeous.
That's it. Done.
Wonderful. All right, Nat, I'll get you to please turn your camera around and we'll come back and have a chat. Wasn't that incredible, everybody? So many amazing options for us to try, from the simple to the more advanced. Now, just please remember, Leslie's in the store and so is Mary Ellen. The phone number is 97984122. If you need to order something, you can call them. They're more than happy to take your call. You can email them. And, once they're open, you can go in and visit. But I know they're doing click and collect at the moment. And the address, once again, is Unit 8, 29 to 39 Kirkham Road West in Keysborough in Melbourne. So let's bring Nat back. Nat, that was fantastic. Sorry to rush you at the end, but it was just incredible. Thank you so much.
Pleasure. I knew I had a lot to show you and try and get in there.
Loved every minute of it. We just loved it. Thank you again for joining us. It was my absolute... And we didn't get into too much trouble. It was an absolute honour to host you guys. And I hope Little Bit's phone rings off the hook this afternoon and gets orders and all that good stuff. So I hope the ladies are ready.
They better have their running shoes on, hopefully.
Yes, they had. Well, thank you so much, Nat. I have loved hosting this session and I look forward to seeing you next time. So until then, take care. Bye for now. Thank you again, everybody, for joining us for that session. Wasn't it incredible? So many options, so many varieties of things you can do, whether you want to keep it simple or whether you want to get super complicated. That acetate with the butterflies, oh my God, and the Scandi stencil just stole my heart this afternoon. So I know what's on my shopping list. Anyway, I have enjoyed hosting this session for you. Thank you all for being with us and for watching. We'll be back again soon. Until next time, bye for now and keep smiling.